The rain fell in cold sheets, drumming against the rusted roof of the prison workshop. In the shadows, when Van Tom's hands worked quickly, shaping a crude key from a scrap of metal he had hidden for weeks. It was 1971, and he had been a prisoner in the infamous Hỏa Lò prison in Hanoi. The French had built it to hold revolutionaries, but now it held him, a South Vietnamese officer captured in the war. The cells stank of mildew and despair, and the guards carried bamboo sticks that struck without warning. Every day, Tom endured interrogation. Sometimes it was beatings, other times days without food. He learned to speak only in silence, letting his will be his only weapon. He studied the guards' routines, counting the minutes between their patrols, memorizing every squeak in the floorboards and every rattle in the locks. One stormy night, the opportunity came. The guards were distracted by the chaos outside. A flash flood had turned the prison yard into a river of mud. Tom slipped his key into the lock and turned it, the click echoing like a gunshot in his ears. The door opened. He crept through the dark corridors, water swirling around his ankles, heart pounding so hard he could hear it over the storm. At the outer gate, a guard stood alone under the rain. Tom froze, then, in a burst of desperation, hurled himself into the shadows. A roar of thunder masked the sound of his movement. Moments later, he was gone into the flooded streets, swallowed by the night. For days he hid in attics, under floorboards, in the reeds of the Red River, moving only when the city slept. When at last he reached the jungle and the safety of his allies, the war still raged, but he was free. Against all odds, when Van Tom had beaten the prison that was meant to bury him alive.